Long Throat King, that's what they call me. Tamar and Vince, y'all. I don't want to say about Tamar and Vince. So I saw the first 2 episodes. I kind of want to say that it seemed like to me that they putting on for the cameras a little bit. I'm just saying. It seemed like to me that they putting 20 on 10. Or 20 on 7.5. Something like that. That's what it seems like to me. I could be wrong. I mean, I hope that, when I tell you, I hope that Tamar and Vince have not pulled the wool over our eyes and their ass is going to get back together and work it out and this whole divorce thing is a lie. I pray this is all the truth. Because I'm going to try to keep up and continue with this show, y'all. Y'all got to stay tuned. But I swear, if we find out that this whole thing was just a hoax, just like I feel like T.I. and Tiny was a hoax, the last season of Family Hustle, just to get people to watch. Ooh, let's say that we get a divorce, but they still back together to this day. Now I don't know married people business. I ain't never been married. I understand when you got a bond with somebody, when you got kids by them, it's always going to be a connection there. When you've been with somebody for so long and you work together and you're just with this person all the time, I get that connection is deep, darling. But I'm just saying, you just never know what these celebrities might do for fame and attention and views. Okay, child, they worse than some of us YouTubers, child. I'm telling you, do anything. Okay, so I didn't review the first episode, which was entitled Love and War. There was not much that happened. Tamar got 2 new gays. EJ, he's a hairstylist with like 6 or 7 toes or something like that. And then we have James, Patty Pies. Patty! You know, he was on... What was he on? LA Hair, I believe, with Kim Kimball. I believe he's on there. He's a professional hairstylist and stuff, too. Okay, the EJ guy, he's a stylist in terms of clothes. And James is a stylist in terms of hair, I believe. I believe I got that right. Yes. So anyway, we meet them, and basically the first episode was just Tamar was having a performance, and it was a club performance. TC, her songwriter and producer and all that, who's extremely talented, and who I think is Monique's cousin, Monique Slaughter from Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. So anyway, you know, they were having complications with that. Vince was just like, look, I mean, I don't know what the hell's going on. I mean, you know, I'm trying. You know, he's sitting down there the whole time. Shit just wasn't together, and it was out of Tamar's control. As the artist, when you hire people, you expect for them to do their job, and when they don't do their job, then you have to end up doing their job and yours. Something's gonna happen. Something goes a lacking, as they say, meaning that something you're gonna have to quit, or something doesn't go perfect. Something doesn't go well. It doesn't go as you planned. When you have so many things that you have to juggle at one time, because nobody's perfect, and nobody can do everything. So, you know, there was a lot of frustration that episode. Vince, he wants to have the skin surgery where they take the remaining of his skin, because since he had the gastric sleeve, I believe that's what it's called, he lost like 100 or so pounds, and basically now he just has loose skin hanging. And so he wants to have that surgery where, you know, to tighten up his skin, get rid of that loose skin, but it could cause more blood clots. He has blood clots, and it's interesting because Tamar ended up with blood clots too. So they had similar things going on with him at different times. So, you know, that's what Tamar's worried about. But Vince, you know, Vince is feeling himself, to be honest. I told y'all he done lost that weight and found that dick. He done lost that weight and found that dick, and that's what that happened. And he's really feeling himself now. And Tamar sees that, and you know, she's not the only little cute one on the block, so to speak. And she's kind of, you know, watching him, eyeing him a little bit more and stuff. But I think it's great when you've been a size your whole life and you've always wanted to change it. If you're comfortable in it, then fine. But if you've always wanted to change it, and you know, you want to, you know, do better and be better, then you finally get it. You naturally get some confidence about yourself. But I think that his confidence is kind of gone to his head a little bit, in my opinion, a little bit. I'm not saying that's the main thing that's in their marriage. Apparently, obviously not, according to Miss Evelyn Braxton. As they say, word on the streets that Vince been knocking Tamar up against the wall, like mystical, for the longest. It's just what they say. Allegedly. Now, ain't nobody trying to sue me, child. I ain't got nothing for you. Nothing. Shit, I gotta pay bills and get groceries and tissue paper towel high. Anyway, so you know, they had that whole thing, and so you know, they're obviously going through some tangs right now. Like I say, this better be true, all of it. Esteem, this better all be true, esteem. So anyway, so they had that happen. That was basically the first episode. The second episode, Tamar, James, and EJ, they're at the, they're getting their nails done, their hands and their feet done, talking. They decided to go on a little trip. And Tamar decided to bring them onto the trip. They wanted to go to, God, I forgot where they wanted to go. Was it Cabo? I forgot where they went to. But anyway, she just didn't want a trip for her and Vince. She wanted a family trip. So it was just like, okay. So she tells Vince the news that, you know, hey, I want to do a little family trip, which is me, you, Logan, plus my friends EJ and James. Apparently Vince and Benzino have been cool for the longest, two crooks together. Anyway, Vince and Benzino from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, they're really good friends, and apparently they've been cool for a long time. I don't know where I've been at, but that's what they say. They've been cool for a long time. And you know, Vince is on this big health kick, and he's trying to do better and all this kind of stuff. And they're eating, they're talking in the grocery store. He basically says that, you know, he likes Tamar's friends, they're cool. But I kept noticing that he kept saying Tamar's friends. Way back when they used to go on the couples trip with, I forgot his name, with the other big guy and his wife. Y'all tell me what's their name, and I'll give you a shout out next week's Tamar and Vince. But the other big guy and his wife, who they're no longer friends with, and they used to go on, and Terrell used to be there, Tamar's hair makeup artist, Terrell, who she no longer works with, I don't think, and his boyfriend used to be there. When they used to go on them little couple trips and stuff, they were Vince friends too. But it's just interesting how EJ and James, they're just Tamar's friends, they're not Vince's friends. But Vince, I don't think he's homophobic, but he don't seem like, you know how like some straight guys, well, some of you may know, how some straight guys feel a little uncomfortable around gay guys. Even if they're cool, you know, ain't nobody trying to hit on nobody, they're just talking, having a conversation. It's just like a relatability thing. It's just a, I don't know, it's just like a weird energy that happens that you can't like connect to this person, but you can obviously see that this person is not trying to connect with you or whatever on a certain type of level only because you're gay. They won't say that, and they may actually like you, but you know they don't fool with you like that. It's kind of like that. And so that's what I was. That's as soon as he said Tamar's friends, I was just like, okay. I think if you're married, you're supposed to be, y'all don't have to share friends all the time, but y'all should have some friends in common. I mean, if I'm married to you and that's your friend, okay, let me get to know them. They could be my friend too, you know. But it is healthy to have your own set of friends. But since this is like a trip, that they're all going on to, it would be nice if they both shared friends in common. But of course that wouldn't be as fun for Tamar because most of Vince's friends is on Vince's side. So I get it. So he was just like, I don't know. So pretty much they get on the trip, and it's just kind of weird energy. For the most part, it started off cool. Tamar jumped in the water without a vest on, and it was lovely seeing her conquer her fears and stuff. The ocean is too much water for me, for your boy. I'm gonna need a life jacket. I'm gonna need somebody to save me. Not the best swimmer, y'all. I'm not. I'm a good floater with a floaty. I like to lay on the beach chairs, darling. I like to give moments. Actually getting into the water, I can do a pool. Actually getting into the ocean, it's a little bit too much water for me. I'm telling you, Aquaman, if he ain't in there to save me, I don't know what to tell you. I don't. So they're having that. Later on they had a little dinner scene with EJ, James, Vince, and Tamar. They're all at the table chilling. And then they just, what did they start to talk about? They started to talk about something that made Vince feel uncomfortable. They started to talk about the gout, having the gout. I got my mama had the gout before, aunties had the gout, whatever. And they started talking about that, and somehow Vince took offense to that. It was just like, oh, this just not funny. But before any of that, when they all sat down, when EJ and James in particular sat down, Vince just got quiet. He didn't speak to them. It was just a weird energy. You can tell that Vince just wanted to go on this trip with just Tamar and Logan. You can tell that he just wanted that. But obviously, that's not what Tamar wanted. Obviously, Tamar just didn't want it to be them. She wanted to bring her friends along. And early in the episode, Tamar had issues with her weave was itching her bad, so they had to pour apple cider vinegar on her, and they're doing holy dances in the bathroom. Tamar's just a big old queen. That's just who she is. That's her personality. That's why we love her, because she's so over the top and so extra. But sometimes on Vince's stance, I can see why that could be annoying. I can definitely see why that could be annoying if she's like that all the time. But still, you don't need to be out here choking nobody, Vincent D. Herbert, allegedly. So, anyway, they're at the table talking. Vince gets up and leave. It was just like, is Vince okay? Even James, he invited another one of his friends. So I was just like, well, damn. So this is just a big old trip for Tamar and her friends, child. Why didn't y'all just go on vacation? Why bring Vince and the baby along? And of course there's going to be another argument, I'm sure. You're hanging out with your friends instead of hanging out with your family. I can hear Vince now, child. So Tamar was just like, we all have our insecurities. We all have things that we don't like about it ourselves. And I have my own shit going on. And I refuse to put your insecurities on top of my insecurities. And me just carry that load all by myself. Which I do agree. I understand what she was trying to say with that. So far with Tamar and Vince, that's pretty much it. But so far with Tamar and Vince, it's just, it's a lot that's going on. A lot of friends. A lot of disagreements already. They don't seem to like each other anymore. They don't seem to be really talking much to each other, except for when it comes time to work. And they ain't having no sex, I'm sure. And all that stuff. So, they say Tamar... They say she already moved out, and they just was worried about Vince, but it was just a little worried about Logan, but he gonna be all right. And he just got to deal with mommy and daddy being in separate homes, so we'll see, y'all. I'm gonna stick with the show, and I'm gonna hold on to my love, baby. Hold on to your love. Y'all know what to do in the comments. I'm playing games now. It's not the heart you break. Yes. Anyway, y'all know I go on rants, but that's pretty much it, y'all. I'm telling you, this shit better not be fake. I'm telling y'all. With that said, I'm Mr. Chalake. Mr. Chalaco, Google Plus. Follow me at ItsKingsWorld, Instagram and Twitter. At ItsKingsWorld, in and out on Snapchat. Chase King was here on Facebook and all the good stuff. For all my social media moments will always be where? In the bottom bar below in the show less, show more tab. Show more, click, whatever. It's down there, child. See you guys later. Bye.